Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another character review, and this character review will be on Gold Mythic Tenacious Clem. And yeah, this week I've been busy with character reviews. I got the Prisoner Herschel one done. I literally just did the Reggie one. Now Tenacious Clem. Connie has come into the game, but I'm going to get to her next week. I don't want to do 4 character reviews in 1 week, because on top of that, I have Rating With Me, which Rating With Me is going to most likely be before this video. So, yeah. Before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to feel like leaving a comment down below, feel free to do that. And if you want to share the video, that would be great too. If you do any of those 4 things, that would be very much appreciated. And I am doing pretty good, and I'm staying safe for the most part. And let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into this character review, shall we? Tenacious Clem. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Tenacious Clem, Alert Clem, however I end up calling her, whatever. I don't care. So let's go ahead and take a look at her trait. Her trait is Alert. Her role is Control. And her allegiance is a member of Telltale. So I don't know, is this season 4 Clem? Before she loses her leg? I can't, it might be, but I really can't, I don't know. I can't, I don't know. I didn't play season 4, so. Anyway, let's take a look at her stats. Her attack stat is 53,961. Her defense is 18,607. And her HP is 20,467. Let's take a look at her adrenaline rush. Out of misery, recharge rate is 55 AP, so a little bit faster than most gold mythics. Deal 1000% damage plus 250% for each negative effect on the target to an enemy. Daze and impair all adjacent enemies. So I was wondering where the control aspect was coming from, but instantly you are going to be able to daze and impair all adjacent enemies for 2 turns. So you aren't going to be able to do, you know, for those targets, or if you're coming up against this, you know, tune, and she happens to get her rush off, if she doesn't kill you, that is, you're not going to be able to gain AP, plus you're not going to be able to do signature moves for 2 turns, which that can definitely make a difference for sure. Even if it's only for 2 turns, that can definitely make a big difference in the battle for sure. Plus, she's dealing 1000% damage. That is wow. That is a lot of damage. Plus 250% for each negative effect on the target. So that could be impair, stun, daze, burn, bleed, confuse, infection. Anything negative, she's going to do 250% more like for each negative. So the potential numbers of damage she could do based off the negative effects will absolutely be crazy. Oh man. Plus, she's dazing and impairing all adjacent enemies. That's gonna be problematic for sure. Very good adrenaline rush. So let's take a look at her signature move. All or Nothing. The initial cooldown is 1 turn. 1 turn for the cooldown. Number of uses unlimited. Normalize a line of enemies for 2 turns. Deal 600% damage plus 200% for each living enemy to the primary target. This fighter gets 10% Halo for 1 turn. All other teammates get 100% AP. Wow, okay. So, she's going to be normalizing a line of enemies for 2 turns. That's going to be really good, especially since the cooldown is only 1 turn. Like, say if you come up against a line with Noor and Peacekeeper. For those 2 turns, you're not gonna have to worry about Vengeance going off. Or like say, I don't know, maybe Noor and Sebastian, or Sebastian, Milton, and Carson, for example. You know, Carson has the overheal, and Sebastian Milton, he's just an annoying little mother effer all on his own. So, the fact that they won't be able to proc off overheal and amped for 2 turns, that's going to be, you know, they're still going to be quite difficult to take down, but they won't be as hard or annoying to take down. So, plus she's going to deal 600% damage plus 200% for each living enemy. The more enemies you have alive, so if you have 5 enemies, so that's 200, 400, 1,000% damage for all 5 enemies, so that's going to be pretty good. So that's 1,600% damage. Very good. Plus, she's going to get Halo, 10% Halo for 1 turn, which we know how broken Halo is. And all other teammates are going to get 100% AP. Ooh. I kind of see why she was a promo. Just because based off her adrenaline rush and her signature move, she's going to be a very hard-hitting tune, absolutely. So let's take a look at her mythic abilities. Precision. Enemy resistance are 40% lower against this fighter. Not really going to spend a whole lot of time talking about this, as you should be leveling up precision on all of your control tunes anyway. You need to go ahead and level it up, because you can definitely get the most out of, you know, precision on this tune, absolutely. Only, maybe not immediately, but definitely work on it for sure. Run It Back. When this fighter is revived, they and all adjacent teammates get 200% attack for 3 turns. Man. Okay. We do have a Retribution 3, which that I'm kind of skeptical of, but we're going to look at it. I'm going to look at it for the first time, so we'll see. If Retribution 3 works toe-in-toe with Run It Back, you are going to really want to think about leveling up Run It Back. But, you know, because you also, Clem has Halo from her signature move, so if she comes back, so it probably would be a good thing to wait for her to get the halo and then her to get killed, only to be brought back. I'm assuming if she gets brought back with the halo, that is what's gonna... Yeah, it should work. So, because if she gets revived, Clem and all adjacent teammates will get 200% attack for 3 turns. Depending on those teammates that get that 200% damage, or that 200% attack, I should say, that's going to be really good. That's going to be really good. Inspire Vengeance. When this fighter dies, all teammates recover from 2 negative effects and get 80% halo for 2 turns. Oh boy. So, like, the way they're making this character, or the way they made this character, it's like you almost want Clem to die. That way it'll benefit your other teammates, because not only will all teammates recover from 2 negative effects, but they will also get halo for 2 turns. 80% halo for 2 turns. So, it's like, it's kind of weird. She's a really good damage dealer, but it's like, in certain situations, yeah, you might want Clem to go ahead and get destroyed to help out your other teammates. I'm not a fan of Retribution tunes. I don't know. But we'll see what Retribution 3 has to bring to the table. So, Inspire Vengeance could be a really good one, but it is like kind of like, okay, you want this tune to die to help out your team. So, it's not bad. It's just like, it's conflicting. I'll say that. Now we have Teamwork. I know I said the name earlier, but whatever. Teamwork. That's what I'm calling it. All teammates get 40% attack and max HP at the start of each wave. Taunt 3 enemies for 2 turns. So, the fact that all teammates are going to get 40% attack and max HP, and at the start of each wave, she's going to be able to taunt 3 enemies for 2 turns. I would say, yeah, definitely, if you are going to pull for this tune, definitely, I feel like Teamwork is going to be a really good one to level up, because you're giving out attack and max HP, plus at the start of each wave, you're going to be able to taunt 3 enemies for 2 turns. I mean, taunt can definitely be very annoying, so why not make her annoying? Absolutely. Now, let's get to Retribution 3, which I'm kind of curious, because, like, this is the first time I'm looking at it. So, here we go. Retribution 3. When this fighter is defeated, all of the fighter's surviving teammates will immediately receive 100% of their max AP. I'm confused. What's different about Retribution 3 to 2 and 1? I don't know. I genuinely have to look. Hold on. Wait a minute. We will get back to the character review. I don't know the I cannot tell the difference. Wait a minute. Where's Caesar? Okay. Okay, so Caesar Martinez, Retribution 2. Okay, so the only difference is, all teammates will receive, instead of 50% of their max HP, or max AP, instead of all surviving teammates receiving 50% of their max AP, with Clem, they're going to receive all of their AP. Okay. Because I was genuinely, like, so it's not like, it's not super amazing. I'm gonna be honest. Retribution 3, it's just like, okay? Like, I don't know, man. I mean, Alert Clem is, she's a nice damage dealer and much better than Cesar Martinez, but like, you know, if she dies, like, I mean, yeah, she'll help out her teammates and all of that, but like, am I amazed by Retribution 3? No, not really. Like, I thought it would do more than that, but I don't really use Retribution tunes, so it's like, I don't know. Some people might really like this, the fact that she will end up getting killed and all of that. Some people might actually like Retribution tunes. I'm just not. I've never been a fan of Retribution. I don't know. That's just me personally, so. And then, well, she has a default pistol, so you can pretty much put whatever you want into her hands. And let me see. I know we checked this earlier, because I'm recording these character reviews back to back. Reggie and Clem's specifically. Hold on. Let me check this one. Right here. Okay, so there is a weapon for Clem. 50% HP, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. At the start of each turn, this fighter and one teammate recover from bleed and burn and gain 10% AP. AP down on death. When this fighter dies, all enemies get minus 30 AP. So it's definitely a very interesting weapon, and I think it would go really well in Alert Clementine's hands, but here's the overall obvious problem with the weapon. Why has it got HP? Why not attack? Like, hello? The point of activating Retribution is that way she dies, and not only would all of the surviving teammates get 100% AP, but enemies, you know, all the enemies would get minus 30 AP. But yet you give the weapon 50% HP. I would, if you are gonna ever get this weapon, I would 100% swap the HP out for attack. That way it has no defensive capabilities whatsoever. You want her doing damage, but if she dies, it's not only going to help your team, but it's going to hurt the enemy team in the process. So, whatever. It is what it is, but that is a pretty unique weapon. But, like, I would put attack on there instead of HP. That's the only confusing part. That's the only confusing part about that weapon, because I get what that weapon is going for. They want to not only help the team that Alert Clem is going to be on by having her get killed, but you want to hurt the enemy opposing team by lowering their AP. But you put HP on the weapon instead of attack. Makes no sense whatsoever, but it is what it is. So, overall, I'm trying to figure out where is this Clem at in the timeline. It's got to be Season 4. Because I don't remember this Clem. I didn't play Season 4. I just, like, after Season 3, like, I had the opportunity to play Season 4, but I just didn't really care all too much. Me, personally, I think Season 1 and Season 3 are the best seasons. Now, remember, I haven't played Season 4. Because, like, yeah, season 2, I think, was a dumpster fire. I mean, it wasn't, like, total trash. It wasn't, like, it wasn't Last of Us Part 2 bad. No. But it was still kind of, It could have been better. The only bright spots of season 2 were Clem and Kenny. Everyone else, I'm like, I could live or not live. I could live or not live with them. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. Like, I could live with them or live without them. It's just like, whatever. Clem and Kenny are the only interesting characters that, like, okay, you want to see where their story is going to go to, despite all of these other characters that you're just not going to give two farts about after the season is concluded. Not really. Like, did I really care that but did I really care too much that Luke drowned in the lake? I mean, in the moment, it's like, oh, crap, okay, that's actually happening, but afterward, I'm like, I don't really care all that much. I mean, I cannot think of a single character. Oh, you know, Jane? Yeah, I did not like Jane from the very first moment, although I will say she wasn't totally useless. She did show the group how to spread the walker guts on themselves to help walk with the walkers. That part, like, okay, I won't say anything bad about Jane in that regard, but the fact that she had everybody think that AJ, when he was a baby, she had Kenny thinking that AJ had died in the freezing cold, and that set off Kenny to try to kill her, which wasn't the case, but like that was still fucked up by Jane. And like, I'm sorry, like, you had us thinking that AJ died? Are you serious? Like, I'm sorry, I had to let Kenny finish you off every time. Like, no, like, I was already not liking Jane before that point, but like, when she did that, I'm like, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jane. Get the F out of here. Nope, I'm good. But anyway, what are your thoughts on Alert Clem? Are you going to be pulling for her? And if you have already pulled for her, how's she working out for you? And are you a fan of Retribution? And if you have any other thoughts on Clem that maybe I didn't really talk about, or if you have any thoughts on anything else, feel free to let me know down in the comments. And that's all I got for you guys for today. I think she is a really good tune, but like the Retribution aspects of her, it's like, it's kind of weird. I doubt I'm a pull for her, but however, I will tell you guys this. I finally got Gold Mythic Danny. Not through the candles, which is funny enough because I found out you could get Danny free to play through the roadmap event, but I got him because of the Saviors from Hell event with Alert Clem. I ended up doing 5 pulls, that way I could get the last 2 copies of Danny. I know, like, you know, it took me, 7-8 months to get him, and I didn't think I was going to get him, and I saw the opportunity, and I didn't get any copies of Clem, so I'm not really going to pull anymore, because I'm not saying that Clem is bad, but I don't know, I'm just not, I already have Danny, I have the Prisoner Rick, I have so many attack tunes right now that I'm not utilizing like I should. So right now I'm going to calm down on pulling for tunes for now. I would like to have Betsy Ross in the future, but we'll see. That's probably not going to be anytime soon, but the short answer is no. I'm not going to continue to pull for her because I got actually who I wanted from those 5 pulls. So, like I said, if you have any thoughts on Clem or anything else that was discussed in today's video, feel free to let me know. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support and for stopping by. And if you want to hit that like button and leave your comments down below, that would be very much appreciated. And, you know, do all that good stuff. Subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. That would be very much appreciated by me. And I am Beak, and I'm going to go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.